Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment. Independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980. and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. And welcome. And the number direct to me, if you desire to speak to me anytime, give out that magic toll-free number, 888-489-8980. If you are not in need of different services that we promote, why not share it with a friend? Because quite frankly, after 50 years of doing that service, without bragging, which I'm about to do, there is nothing that any senior runs into that if I don't have the answer, I know who to call. That's a wonderful thing about being around for 86 years. And, I promote the positive aspects of aging, and like all the negative things you hear about the arthritic conditions, diabetes, et cetera, the truth is, if you're reasonably healthy, you have the opportunity to have actually seen things that actually can be part of your life. I have a series of ichisms, and one of them is that if the picture is worth 1,000 words, then the real thing is worth 1,000 pictures. What do I mean by that? That means that if you've been around for a while, you've actually seen in person or very close to what's going on. Unfortunately, as we all know, there is so much havoc going on in the world today, and everyone wants to do something that can help the poor individuals that are suffering with all of these famines and wars. The wonderful thing is that we have a phenomenal organization right in Southfield, World Medical Relief. I am so proud to have gotten to know some of the staff, and they're all devoted to really making a positive difference in other people's lives. And guess what? Almost all of the services they provide are free for those in need. And I'm really excited about today not only having one individual from the staff of World Medical Relief, but I got two. Wow, doesn't get any better than that. First guest, I'd like for you to hear her mellow-sounding voice is Sheila Anderson, who is the manager of local programs. Hello, Sheila. Are you there, Sheila?
Yes, we're here.
Yes, say hello, so I know you're there.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Christin and I are here. Yes, we're here.
There's a lot of noise in the background. So can you hear me? Yes?
Yes.
All right. So, Sheila, you're the manager of the local programs. Tell us, what is your job description? I'm not from the Internal Revenue Service, okay? Well, what do you do?
I manage the local programs. We have the Affordable Prescription Program. We have the Durable Medical Equipment Program. The Affordable Prescription Program provides prescriptions for the population of Michigan for a small nominal fee of $8.30. And we've been in business since 1953, but the pharmacy program came on board in about 1966. So we've been around for quite a while.
Right. Well, one of my ichisms is where you've heard people say, it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. My ichism states it matters not so much what you say or how you say it. What counts is whether you are understood, okay? And people, when they hear affordable prescriptions, are not aware, and correct me if I'm wrong, someone who qualifies that is in need can actually get prescriptions filled for just $8. Is that correct?
That's correct, $8.30. It requires an application, and we have to review it to see if these are medications we can provide. We service the entire state of Michigan, but you have to be over the age of 18.
Well, I am sure that we got a lot of listeners that are over 18. And also, one of the things that I've found impressive is that people many times end up with prescription drugs that have been discontinued for them and don't know what to do as to throwing them out. And a
according the way I understand it, World Medical Relief does have a program where people who have prescriptions, obviously not narcotics, but non-narcotic prescriptions, they can bring them to your office or mail them to your office. Is that correct? And you recycle them.
We accept the medications. They have to have an expiration time frame of 1 year. We prefer them to be not open, okay? And they can come, bring them to the warehouse and drop them off. The warehouse hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 8 to 4 p.m. And we prefer that individuals fill out a donation form so we can acknowledge the donation.
So they can actually have a deduction on their taxes. So it's a win-win-win type deal. And you're right in Southfield, near 8 Mile in Southfield. And if anyone is interested in the program, do you have a phone number you'd like to give out?
Well, allow me to say that we only give a letter of donation stating that we received the donation, but it's not a value attached to it.
Well, what I was going to say is that for their own mental satisfaction, getting that as a thank you is gratification in itself. I'm going to give you TMI. I have a file folder that I mark success. So anytime I've gotten a nice thank you, I put it in that file folder. And there are days when I'm not so uppity happy. I pull out that success file folder and I reread what I've been thanked for, and it makes me feel a heck of a lot better. So anybody that wants to do good stuff, donate the prescription that you're not drugs that you're not using. I understand you have brought along another talented staff person with you, and that's Christin Kopp, Kopp, not like a police person. Is that right, Christin?
That's right, not like a police person. Hello, how are you, sir?
So tell us about yourself, Christin, and how you tie in with World Medical Relief.
So I am the program manager of development. I was brought on to start to help us diversify our funding, find new partners to partner with for this great organization that does incredible amounts of good here locally and internationally. So I was brought on in September, and I am thrilled to be here and help grow this organization.
So who out there would you like to have you call? When the phone rings, what type of an individual would you like to be at the other end of the phone?
I would love to connect with people who can get us private funding at this point. Anyone who is willing to donate any amounts can have my phone number all day long. I will have any conversation with you that you'd like to have. And I'm also looking, to network, to grow our organization, to partner with different businesses, just to develop those relationships in our community to really help spread the word of all the good that local World Medical Relief does with our free health fairs, with our local programs. We can never talk enough about the good that we do. We're the feet and the hands on the ground, helping people and removing barriers every day.
What's that line? You don't talk the walk, you walk the talk. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Every day, all day long.
And you got a beautiful building there, so you can really walk around and get exercise.
Right? Yeah. Come on over. I'll give you the tour and we'll talk all day long.
I have been over and I plan on coming over again. Sheila, you were saying that you're having a health fair this week. Is that right?
That's correct. We're collaborating with we're collaborating with Wayne Mobile Health Unit. They're associated with Wayne State University. They'll be here on site Wednesday from 9:30 to 12:30. They're going to be providing blood pressure screening, cholesterol screening, diabetes screening, kidney function, behavioral health, COVID, and flu vaccines, all free for the community.
Wow. And the wonderful thing about it, the magical word is free. and, and so many people, unfortunately, do not have a doctor that they go to, and you actually are going to have professionals there that, and I plan on being there as well. To meet people who can actually give you an immediate answer versus the voicemail jail that many times you get stuck in. Now, if anyone is interested in more information, what phone number would you like to give out and repeat it twice? Okay? Go ahead.
Great. The phone number is 313-866-5333, extension 227. Mm-hmm. Again, the number is 313-866-5333, extension 227.
Right. And I try to act as a safety net, and our toll-free number 888-489-8980 is also a great way for us to connect with people that are in need. In fact, anybody out there that's listening that has a friend that, is sort of hard-nosed, they don't want to go to the doctor or what have you, it's a fun event. I've attended quite a few of them, and you have a chance to meet other seniors at the same time and also get information from knowledgeable people as to what you can do about the different issues. In fact, within the last 30 days, I'm really proud to announce I've affiliated with the area agencies on aging, and if you call our toll-free number, whatever your need as a senior, I can put you in touch with the dynamic people like Christin Kopp and Sheila Anderson. And guess what? There are a heck of a lot more dynamic people out there that I'll be glad to connect you with. Kristen and Sheila, it's been a delight to have you on the air. We'll do this again, and I hope to see you on Wednesday, which is actually today, 9:30 to 12. We'll take a brief break, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980. for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all. Just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity.
And one of the things about aging in place and in dignity is that when you have a new challenge, and boy, oh boy, as you age, or as I like to say, as you get more seasoned, there are parts of your anatomy that you didn't know existed until it starts to hurt. And unfortunately, the body can only withhold so much stuff. And I'm really so delighted that I have the opportunity to actually help people, even no matter how severe the issue may be. Why do you say that? The answer is because as a pharmacist, and I've been practicing now as a retired pharmacist, or as I like to say it, refired pharmacist, I've made so many connections with the medical community that if you call our toll-free number, 888-489-8980, and tell me about some of your symptoms and your condition as to what you have already gone through, I can put you in touch with other healthcare professionals. We do this in a very streamlined way. We certainly don't want you to change doctors if they are doctors that you appreciate and they help you. But unfortunately, like every profession, you've got better medical care with certain professions than others. You know, one of the big problems that people encounter as they age is they fall in love not romantically but practically with their doctor, who may be an internist, and they're a great internist. But if you develop some sort of a neurological condition, they may not be that knowledgeable in their area. And there is nothing embarrassing about asking your doctor if he's prescribed something for you and it doesn't seem to be improving your situation. Say, doctor, do you have any recommendations? Is there a colleague that you may have that I could go to? Any decent doctor out there, and the majority of them are decent, don't mind your asking as to wanting a referral. In fact, almost every doctor that I've encountered, and I've encountered thousands, and in fact, I've had the privilege of attending a lot of the medical meetings. And by the way, a lot of the senior centers, the one that I'm in love with is Caustic Senior Center at 11 Mile and Middle Belt in Farmington Hills. They have all kinds of healthcare providers that come in and give talks, and they've got lunches there that are like $3.75. So, and they're great lunches too. You just have to call a day ahead as to what they have on the menu. But if you're interested in meeting with me, I'm often there. In fact, the second Wednesday of each month from 1 to 2 p.m., I started a new friends group. That's part of the bright side of aging. These are seniors who want to meet other seniors who want to look at life from the bright side versus the other side. From what I understand, I'm not looking to find out too quickly the other side isn't that great. So, in fact, one of my ichisms is that I plan on living forever, and so far I'm right on track. And the various programs they have, not only that's the Farmington Hills Senior Center, the Livonia Senior Center, each community has got some phenomenal senior centers. Many of them serve a very reasonably priced lunch. Why not call one of your friends that you haven't seen in years and meet at the center? You can both have lunch, and you can walk out for less than $10 and have had an experience both for your body and your mind, a mind-body connection. And if you would like more information on a senior center in your area, please call 888-489-8980. And if transportation is an issue, most of them are tied in with the smart bus system, where the ride can be as little as $3, and in some communities it's free. If you are interested in meeting other seniors, enjoying lunches at a very reasonable price, and have difficulty to get to some of these centers in your area, call 888-489-8980. The wonderful thing is, if you call that number and you press the number 1, you can be in direct touch with me without having to leave a message. But frankly, I prefer if you leave a message so I can call you back, and if you leave the time that's convenient, I'll try to accommodate. I have some other ideas for you so that how you can age in place and in dignity. But right now, I got to wrap up my segment this week with my favorite thought, which is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by living life with a bright side of aging.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Engelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other in achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, EntrepreneursNetworkofMichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage. Or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment. Independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you fail in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980. and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity.
And since we are promoting entrepreneurship, if you are Mr. Fix-It type, or maybe someone who's very knowledgeable in terms of what people can do and being in their own home as far as widening doorways, or like we promote the stair glides for people that are aging and want to stay in their home. We're always looking for additional professionals that can help in coordinating our services. There is one thing for sure, with all of the technology that we have today, the opportunities in helping people in their current environment and make it as comfortable as possible, or if they want to move, to help them in that area, is not going to go away. And we need additional professionals who are willing to meet with people and use their knowledge to help other people. All you have to do is call our toll-free number, 888-489-8980. And if we want to meet in person, I'm really excited about letting you know. We meet now once a month out at the Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce conference room. We limit the attendance to only 15 people so that we can get to know each other and And all you have to do is show up at 305 North Pontiac Trail, and that's in Wall Lake, Michigan. We're having our meeting today from 11:30 to 1, so unless you're right in the immediate area today, you're not going to be able to make it. But call me, and I'll be glad to keep you on our contact list for future meetings. And if you're really one of these knowledgeable people that can share your business ideas to help other entrepreneurs, by golly, you could be a speaker. And I've been so blessed to have had the opportunity to have a dynamo artificial intelligence person. He actually has real intelligence. In fact, his company, Rosh Media, is called Rosh Media Group, and he can rush you to success. Rosh is a phenomenal, talented photographer as well as speaker, and as well as not only being able to have knowledge that he can share, but he can express it in such a great way that if you've got an organization that you want a really interesting speaker, rush to call Rosh. Is that right? Is that okay with you, Rosh?
That works for me, Ike. Thank you.
Thanks so much for calling in. And we had decided that today you would share your knowledge about artificial intelligence video avatars. And what exactly is a talking artificial intelligence avatar, and how can it benefit entrepreneurs or small business owners? What do you say, my friend?
Well, first let's define what an avatar is. And an avatar is a likeness of you or a representation of you. So sometimes people have avatars that don't look anything like them. Sometimes it's a cartoon character, for example. But we can create avatars of ourselves, a representation of ourselves, the way we look, and that could be from a photo. And we can actually make it talk and look like you and talk like you and sound like you, but have AI that is trained on what to say, be able to connect with your customers. Why is this important and helpful? Well, because for many of us, there's only one of us in a solopreneur. You don't have a lot of, yeah, I know. Isn't that a surprise? So if you don't have employees, you can't be in 20 places at once. So having a avatar that can answer some basic questions can be very helpful.
Wow. Tell me if you're having a heated discussion with your wife or significant other, could I create an avatar to deal with it and walk away?
Well, it just depends on how long you want the marriage to last, Ike.
Thank you, Dr.
I mean,
Rock.
technically, yes. Technically, yes, but should you? I'm not going to respond.
Now, I know you have a lot on your plate, but as far as prepping someone that says, hey, I could have me with intelligent stuff to say without my saying it myself, can you prep them, so to speak, with script and strategy, or that's not of your realm?
Well, here's the nice thing about it is that, look, some people are just not good on camera. And so it's tough for them to talk, speak, or even want to do it. But if you have an avatar, just have a nice photo taken or a few seconds of video taken, take some voice samples, you can take that and then create multiple videos with you saying what you want, written and spoken well. And so you can have a variety of avatars that are just straight up videos, but you did not sit in front of the camera. It was for the video itself, maybe just for the photo. So it really is an advantage to be able to create a number of good videos that could be helpful to explain what you do or customer service and so forth without having to spend thousands of dollars or hours of time when you're not even comfortable in front of the camera.
Right. Well, I was just thinking this may be off track, but how many times have you heard, I can't be in more than one place, right? No.
Yes.
With Avatar, yes, you can.
Yes. Absolutely. You can answer different types of questions and even have interaction when you start diving into the AI avatars and actually be able to answer questions for people online. And then the avatar will also know when to say, you know what, we need to follow up with, management or the sales team to get you the appropriate information that you're looking for.
So I understand it properly. With that avatar, it's actually interactive with the person viewing it. Is that right?
It can be. Some are just developed from photographs, like a nice photograph of you, and then we can send it into the AI system, and you can write out text with what you want it to say, and then it'll create that video using your photo and the text, but use your voice. Or if you want to just make up a character that represents your company, you could do that, and then you could pick a voice for that character and have it say whatever you want to say. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you, but it could be someone who maybe is now your official representative of the company, but isn't real.
Reminds me of this T-shirt that I saw a few years ago at the health club. One of the members had this T-shirt with the wording on it, "It's not me, it's the other guy."
Yes.
Now, here you could actually do that and actually have a professional presentation. And the wonderful thing about the whole concept of artificial intelligence avatar is that you can practice till you feel comfortable in what is said. It's not like if you're making a sales call and unfortunately your mind sort of wanders off and it's not the best presentation. This way you can make the best presentation at all times.
That's right.
After you,
exactly.
Right? So
they're great for marketing.
Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, especially if you're, a solopreneur or have a limited staff, you suddenly can increase your staff multiple times. What might someone post on their artificial videos?
So you could post them, say, on your website if you wish, or your social media. You could create explainer videos about your company on YouTube. You can put little bits of information, maybe educational elements, say on Instagram or maybe TikTok. So there are a lot of places, anywhere you would put a video. And again, the avatar doesn't have to be one person. It could be a series of people. And again, when you get into the artificial intelligence side, in other words, having that backing up that video. So it's not just a video, but it's an interactive avatar. Now you can be talking to multiple people at once, multiple sales calls, multiple interactions all at once. And, and the avatar knows because it's been trained based on what you think. And you can do that based off of your writing, or you could create a document, a big document that has all the, say, proprietary kind of stuff that you would want that avatar to know, but maybe not at least the way you would want it presented and the way you would want it to answer questions and so forth, and even when to say, okay, we should probably pause and bring in maybe the sales team at this point. So you could even qualify people ahead of time with an avatar, have interaction, but not take the time of your valuable salesperson who's closing a deal somewhere else.
Wow. What you just said is actually, unfortunately, it doesn't give people enough time, but that's what our speaker, Sam Gupta, is going to be talking about today at our Entrepreneur Network meeting out in Wall Lake, that how you can get qualified leads almost immediately using artificial intelligence. The world is, really so new and exciting, you don't know where to start. And good news is that you are talented in the sense that you're a professional photographer. So if someone, and I joke about when people want to take a picture of me, say, make me look pretty. You can make people look pretty and not even, have the discomfort if they're not comfortable in front of a camera. That's phenomenal. What might someone post? Do you have what suggestions have you made? So someone wants to do one.
Sure.
What should they say? Go ahead.
Well, it can be general information about your company. It can be educational. Maybe it's not directly about your company, but it's kind of solving the problem that people are looking to be solved. But in the end, they may come to the conclusion that hiring a company such as yours might be the right thing to do if the problem gets to a certain level. And when you educate people, this is a good way to bring in new leads. And you can also just entertain people. Sometimes entertainment is a way in which you get your name out there and develop your brand. It just depends on the type of company that you are. And, it does not have to replace you, but it can also get out there in front of enough people and attract people who very well may be interested in talking with you specifically. Because maybe ultimately the best person to close a new customer is you. However, again, you can't be everywhere at once. So offering different ways and different types of presentations to attract the people may be a good way to go. And even maybe if there are type of information or presentation, again, back to the comfort level, that you're not comfortable with, you can use the avatar to get that initial interaction. Maybe you're not comfortable on the first meeting. Well, that avatar can warm things up, and now you have a warm lead coming in versus, say, a cold call.
Well, you hit a dynamite point there, is that I think one of the big failures that many entrepreneurs make is that they don't really make their message clear enough to the right potential client and waste a lot of good time and presenting themselves to people who are really not qualified to use their services. And they say they're busy. Okay, well, busyness can be spelled B-U-S-Y-N-E-S-S or B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. You want to do business that's profitable. And I am wondering, are you able to sort of script some of these people that want to do an artificial intelligence presentation? Is that part of your job, or do you refer?
Well, no, we can certainly guide people. If it gets too deep into what needs to happen, we may, refer another consultant, because most of our stuff is, presenting those avatars or in advertising, mostly on Google, obviously, for our marketing. But there are times we do need to really dig in, and sometimes it's good to, say, have a writer connect with you. Or even to work with AI, like a ChatGPT, to kind of work through what it is you want that avatar to focus on, and to also, work on helping the avatar recognize, or the AI behind the avatar recognize its limits, or work with the AI or another writer or a marketing team to help decide what types of videos you want to make. And what will be the most beneficial ones. Because not everyone you make is going to be beneficial, but if you have the opportunity to make a few, you can test and find out which one is the one that brings in the most opportunities, at least the quality opportunities. So there's a lot of ways to approach this.
Yeah, well, I say it flippantly, but it's really vital. So many entrepreneurs feel inept if they can't do something. If you're not a writer type, bring in a writer type. Because
sure.
you can't do everything well yourself. And you have to be realistic. Hey, I'm good maybe at closing a sale, but I'm not good at preparing a script. So find people like Rosh who can at least guide you to the right person that can, as I like to say, make me sound smarter than I really am. And if someone is interested in getting a hold of you, what's the best way, Mr. Rosh Sillars?
Well, you can email me, Rosh, R-O-S-H, at rosh.media, M-E-D-I-A, or you can call 248-733-5525. And again, 248-733-5525.
Right, and of course I have my toll-free number, 888-489-8980. Can you share some of the mistakes people make when creating an AI avatar, and how can you avoid them?
Sure. Well, I think that one of the things you need to really think about is the quality of the initial photo. It needs to represent you. So if you're going to just upload a photograph and then apply a script to that photograph that will come to life in a sense, you want it to be one that represents you well. It can't be, the photo from the last party you were at, or the snapshot from the wedding. You really should sit down with a professional, fill the frame, and have it represent you the way you would want to be represented within your company. I think, not having a good message, not thinking it through the way you want to present, and know when to be in person versus using an avatar. That can be a big mistake. Sometimes just depending too much on the avatars and not, being there in person and showing your personality. So those are the kinds of things. Some of it is really just good common sense, but you want to think it through and have a plan. And not having a plan is certainly a big mistake.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's that classic one is that if you don't plan, failure is sure to be part of the plan. You got to prepare. And in your opinion, what does the future hold for talking avatars and artificial intelligence?
Sure, and we kind of touched on this a little bit, and that is really more and more AI running these avatars. Right now, it's a lot easier to have a video made with an avatar, but you can have an interactive one, but they're not as strong. But who knows? Everything changes weekly in the AI world. So when I talk about something that was developed and released 4 weeks ago, that's old news. That's like saying, well, that was 3 years ago technology or 10 years ago. It's moving that fast. So the quality of AI that you connect to these avatars is going to get better and better, and you'll be able to train them easier and easier. And one way to train them is to give them the basic information about the company, what you want them to say, and then actually interact with that avatar to see if it's really answering the questions correctly. And so that's going to become easier and easier and more accessible and, quite honestly, more standard in the future. Just because, an avatar like that will seem more personable, and it's available 24 hours a day. And so there'll never be a time in which somebody can't get a hold of your company. If you have common issues with your product or service, or, it always seems like nobody can find a specific item or where to find something, say on your website, the avatar could just say, oh, here, let me show you. And that's the kind of thing that people will appreciate, No more waiting for someone to pick up the phone or to call you back or to give you the runaround or to give you the wrong information. They're always going to be there with the right information. And that's something that I think in many ways people will find helpful because it'll feel like you're talking to a person.
Now, what is your recommendation as to how long the video should be with artificial intelligence?
That's a great question, and it really just depends. It's really the same answer as any video. If you need a 30-second video to explain something or show somebody something, that's great. But sometimes an hour-long presentation is required, and it's really the same answer as for video in general.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, this may be off track, but for you to work with somebody and they want to create an AI avatar, can that be done through Zoom, or do they have to come to your office and be in person?
Oh no, you can do it through Zoom, and I can recommend some platforms like HeyGen is a very well-known platform which you can go to right now and even do it for free. Upload a photograph and type in what you want, give it a voice, and next thing you know, you have an avatar talking to you. And so you can see what's happening right now and where it's going for free at HeyGen. But there are others like Kling and Pika that have variations of this tactic. But HeyGen is one of the more well-known ones, and there's some others. I think Hendra is another one that's really good.
This is off track again, but I was just thinking that, for years until this technology came along, is that if you were hearing voices and responding in some fashion, you would be immediately told to see a psychiatrist. Now you can do that and talking to non-existent, the actual person, but an artificial intelligence type person. So things have really swung along, haven't they?
If you tell them, hey, I'm just talking to myself, well, yeah, you just might be.
Right. Well, one of my stories is where these two guys are walking in the woods together, and one starts talking to himself, and the other guy says, "Are you talking to yourself?" And the other guy says, "Yes, and it's a private conversation." Anyway, Rosh, a delight to have you on. You're going to be on again whether you like it or not, okay?
All right, I look forward to it.
God bless. I got to sign off with my favorite parting thought, which is, if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.